With a population of just over 2,200, everyone knows everyone in the small Oregon city of Waldport. And the owner of a video store made an especially big mark with his eclectic personality and generous heart. In tonight's Positive Vibes, how those who knew him are making sure his legacy lives on. In the mid-'80s, people in Waldport didn't know that a very quirky and kind-hearted man was about to permanently make his mark on the small coastal town.
I am a lesser-known deity.
That is Chuck Hill. For more than 30 years, he owned Waldport Video with more than 30,000 videos to choose from, many of them obscure.
Sorry, Pretty Woman's out, but try this one.
That was classic Chuck.
Jim Rose Circus Sideshow. Everybody remembers watching that.
Chuck and I developed a friendship over the years. I was a big movie buff and I wanted to be a filmmaker, and so I'd go into the video store a lot. And he'd always share films that I would have had no other way of seeing.
Justin Lowe grew up in Waldport, and you could often find him at Chuck's store. In fact, it became a social hub for many teens.
A lot of people just came to the store to talk to you and to kind of get what I would call free therapy.
Well, consolence and it's free therapy in that sense, absolutely.
This interview is from Justin's short film called Chill, a short history of Waldport Video. Chuck never had a computer, using a handwritten system, but didn't charge late fees or really even keep track of the videos. He was generous to a fault.
And if they had a problem and asked you for money, you just opened the register and handed them $10, $500, whatever they asked for, which is very unusual.
Yeah, whatever they need. Called for.
Chuck sponsored all the youth teams, gave out scholarships to high school grads, and bought bicycles for kids in need. He would donate any money he made off his art to local animal shelters, with all of his pieces signed Chill, a combo of Chuck and Hill. After more than 30 years, he closed up in January of 2020.
He simply put an "I retired" sign on the front door of his business.
A year and a half later, Chuck passed away after battling an illness. As the building that housed his video store sat empty, the community wanted to make sure Chuck was not forgotten.
The building was a hub for 30 some odd years.
Diana Buckley purchased the building and has turned it into Cafe Chill, housing not just food and drinks, but also Chuck's art.
We get people that come in and literally burst into tears. They're just overwhelmed with seeing the change and knowing what the love is still here and that we still want to carry on that legacy.
That legacy includes providing a gathering place for teens, seniors, and others, especially anyone who, like Chuck, marches to a different beat.
I'm just who I am completely, and I can't be anybody else, so don't put Chucky in a corner.
Don't you love him? I wish I would have met him. There are Yelp reviews from people around the world who visited Chuck's store in Waldport, raving about that unique atmosphere that he provided. If you want to watch that film or find out more about Cafe Chill, we have links on Koin.com.